Let's talk about your pitch arsenal. It's changed a little bit this season. You're throwing your fastball less than 50% of the time, a lot more off-speed stuff. What is the reasoning behind that?
Yeah, I mean, I've talked to Hyder, Brocail, Holtzy, our coordinators, so just learning that it makes my fastball play up a little bit more, even if I'm able to throw the slider, curveball, changeup earlier in the game, and then maybe sneak the fastball in there a little bit more later in the game.
You told me earlier your fastball is obviously a little bit down in velocity.
Yep.
Does that play into it?
Yeah, I noticed the fastball was down a little bit early in spring training this year, and then also to start the season. So I think I'm slowly trying to get it back a little bit. But I don't have that 95, 97 anymore like I used to, and I'm more of a 91, 92, 93 guy now. So just trying to use my off-speed and utilize those pitches more often and let the fastball play up later in the game.
The fastball is getting crushed all across Major League Baseball. Does it help that your off-speed stuff is working and it's so efficient for you this season?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like I said earlier, these guys up here, they get to the big leagues because they can hit the fastball at no matter what speed it is. 100 mile an hour, these guys will hit it. So even your best located fastball, these guys can hit it out of the park. So using my slider and then be able to throw the fastball off the slider, usually it's the opposite, but trying to get guys looking on the fastball up in the zone or down and away.
How often are you working on your off-speed pitches? What's the work preparation to perfect the slider and the curveball?
Actually, I'd say I work more in the bullpen on my fastball command than I do my off-speed pitches. The slider is a fastball until it breaks right at the last second. So I just try to throw the slider just like my fastball and let the pitch grip do the movement. So, work on the split, work on the curveball in the bullpen. Curveball is probably the toughest pitch to throw for strikes. So I'd say I work on fastball and curveball the most in the bullpen than any other pitch.
Why is it the toughest pitch to throw?
Because that's one pitch that you're throwing with forward spin instead of back spin. So it's really tough to control. You're either throwing it in the dirt or you're throwing it over the plate for a strike, usually early in the count or if you know he's not going to swing.
How has it been working with pitching coach Doug Brocail?
It's been great. The communication, he tells you, the truth and gives you honest answers and honest feedback, and that's important in this game. Just to be able to be honest with yourself and also with your pitching coach. That's I think how you can grow as a pitcher.
Every time you're in the dugout, the days before your start, you're watching and you're pretty locked in. How much can that help you for a start like tomorrow against the Houston Astros when you get to watch Cashner and Inoa and guys like that face this tough lineup?
Absolutely. I mean, good or bad, whatever the outcome is, you can learn from each outing, and you can also help your other fellow starting pitchers if you pay attention to the game and try to read the swings and try to figure out what pitch they're going to throw next. And, I like to watch the game.